Hello and welcome into the Piles of Paragraphs creative space. I'm Lori and today I'm going to attempt to mend this wonderful piece. I think it's probably was an advertising piece that my French invoices that I got from Forever French on Etsy they were wrapped in this, and it's torn. And I was going to use it for the cover of the journal that I'm making, but I think maybe I won't do that. But that will depend on how mending this goes. Let's see if I can get this where you guys can see it okay. I've done one little mend over here. I got some, and I'm sure this is not at all the proper way to do this. This is just the best thing I could think of with the tools that I have. I would love to have some bookbinding rice paper, but I've not been able to find any of that anywhere near me or online either. That was what I thought it should be. So what I've done is I've taken some tissue paper, which is kind of the same color. It's close anyway. It's not white tissue paper. It's kind of a light brown tissue paper. And I'm just using a little bit of glue stick because I don't want to put wet glue on this because I don't know how it will react. I think it might show through. So I am going to take you along with me on this little, at least part of this journey. We'll see how long it takes me because I do want things to kind of line up. And now I've been using my bone folder to very gently smooth out the crinkles. You know, it's not going to look new. I don't want it to look new, of course, but just trying to fit it together as best I can. So let's see. Let me stand up again and see. About center. Okay. All right. Let me get a sip of my coffee. Hope everyone's doing well today. Has had a chance to do something creative, or will have a chance to do something creative. I've been debating about what to do with this, and at one point I was going to just tear it into pieces and use it like that on the journal cover, and one of my very nice subscribers said, "Oh no, don't do that. No, you can't tear it up. It's too precious." And you know, and I do agree. I'm sure I don't think I will ever find another one of these in my lifetime, so let's do what we can to preserve it. Let's see. I want to do that. There's a show in the UK called The Repair Shop, and it's one of my favorite shows. They have some of their episodes on YouTube, and I don't know, BritBox, Acorn, one of those two. I get them confused. But I love to watch the Repair Shop. So, and they're always doing things the right way. You know, they have a master bookbinder, and they have everybody that they have is you know, top of their game and top of their field and what they do, and I think it's just fascinating. So I feel like a big sponge whenever I watch it. I try to absorb everything that everybody does. Excuse me, I'm getting another sip of my coffee. Sorry about that. First cup of coffee of the day, but I was so anxious to get started on this that I didn't want to wait till later. So let's see. So I got that piece in there. Let's take this very gently, and I imagine I probably could flatten this out a little better if I dampened it slightly, but like I don't want to do that because I don't know what, it might just disintegrate. So like I said, probably not the professional way to do this, but if it will hold together, so I can put the printed part of it anyway in into my journal as a page, or not a page, into a pocket. Oh goodness, I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. Oh gosh, sorry about that. I don't know where that came from, just out of the blue. Okay, so, oh no, yes, now I'm going to be all stuffly. Oh goodness. All right, let's bring this part of the boot out. Okay, now see. Okay. Oh goodness. Somebody's truck needs a repair. That was very squealy. I don't know if you could hear it, but boy, I sure could. Okay. Let's see. I'm fighting the urge to start on the edge and work in, because I know then if I do that, it's going to be wonky. Wonky. Okay, that looks pretty good. Let's see. I'm going to apologize for tearing paper in this video. I know it sometimes makes me hard to hear, but I'll also try to remember to speak up. I am not a loud person by nature, so I really have to concentrate on speaking loudly, or more loudly. I'm never going to be loud. When I was in high school, I had a job at a fast food restaurant, as many of us did back in the day, and yeah, I couldn't work in drive-through because I couldn't hear them and they couldn't hear me. That was not a good place. Well, let's see now if I do this. Oops. I had it all nice and smushed together. Let's see, let's do this. Turn it a little more. Okay, let's start here. Don't push it too far, so I don't want it to overlap. Okay, well, not perfect, but like I said, if this will strengthen it enough to hold it together, I'm hoping to cut the edges off and use those for something else, since they're plain and in a bit better shape than the spots that have been folded and whatnot. So I don't think I'll keep this whole because it's really, really large, but I'd like to keep the part where the print is as together as possible. So, and I'm just using my favorite, I think it's Korean glue. It's just the right amount of softness, and it holds really, I found it holds really, really quite well. So let's see if I put this in here. Oops. Guess the other challenge with this is that with the glue stick, my fingers then get sticky, and that creates a bit more of a challenge. Okay, let's smooth this out. Well, I don't think this is really going to be a fascinating video, but I was kind of nervous about doing this, so I thought I would bring you along with me, at least for part of it, and that way you'll know what I did and you'll know what I was thinking. So another idea for the cover, but I'm not sure that's going to work either. So I think I might use some more modern paper than what I had originally planned to use. Just because it's a little more durable and it's a little easier to work with. And the cover, you know, I want the cover to hold up well over time, or well-ish over time. Oops, oops. Yep, don't make the holes bigger. That's not the point here. Let's see, what did I do? Yeah, I think that part's holding together okay. I think I got myself all out of alignment here, though. Well, we knew it wasn't going to be perfect, so let me do another. Sorry. I'm trying to remember to tear over to the side so it doesn't go right up into the microphone. Let's see. Got myself all out of alignment. Oh well. Okay. Well. All right. I just tore a piece and promptly misplaced it. So what projects are you guys working on? I would love to hear. I haven't been getting many comments, so I know everybody's busy this time of year. The weather's getting nice in other parts of the country, and people are starting to be out and about. But, you know, I'd love to hear from you. I get a little lonely. So let's see. I really didn't want to overlap the tissue, but I'm going to right there. And you know what? Before I keep making that hole any bigger, excuse me. Oh my goodness. Sneezing, coughing, it's all happening. It's all happening. The weather here really has not been, oh, it's been really nice. I won't even say not bad. It's been super, super nice. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Good heavens. Another sip of my coffee. Okay, I took 2 sips. I did go yesterday and volunteered at the Ark. I try to go a little earlier, and then I don't stay as late as I used to because it just gets too warm for me. But they're going to start their summer hours in June, so, and this is June when you see this, so I'm going to try to go first thing in the morning for as long as I can. And we're also doing art book swaps, altered book, but not it the way I generally think of an altered book, which is like the way Gail makes her altered book journals. These are where you do art in the book and then you swap with a friend, and some of the art volunteers are going to start doing that. I've been doing that with my friend Pat from the Ark since April. I'll tell you, it is so fun. It's an absolute joy for me to do it because it's something I do just for me. It's not for the channel. It's not for my Etsy store. It's just for me. And not that I don't love the things I do for the channel and the things I do for my Etsy store. But it's nice to just be kind of off the board creative. and not necessarily vintage, which I do almost exclusively. The rest of the time I do vintage things, and this I use color and really strong black and white, and it's very fun. It just lets my creative mind go, and it doesn't have to be reined in by my usual style or convention. Oh goodness, as I really, maybe if I flatten it gently. Ooh, well, okay, I'm going to apparently make you stay with me for the whole thing. Let's see if this piece is big enough to... I should probably have done this in smaller pieces, but if you guys have been watching me at all, you know sometimes I'm a little bit, a little bit impatient. Although it's funny, I do think of myself as being a patient person, but only with some things. Ooh, this is glue stick. Don't use the glue stick. Okay. All right, so let's take this. Well, we weren't striving for perfection, but look, you can see the whole boot. That is not bad. As I said, not perfect, but not bad. So that was what I wanted to accomplish in this video. So let's see. That is not bad at all. As I said, not perfect, but not bad at all. So, yes, I think I will cut off the non-printed portions, and then because I don't want to put a whole lot on the back. I don't know if you remember, but it's got this little note on the back for when they, oh, there's that piece I lost, for when they wrapped up the invoices in it, 1938. It says a cool handwriting, so I really want both sides to be visible, and however I use it. But, well, there we go. Okay, well, I've kept you here long enough probably. Thank you for coming along with me on this little bit scary, the slightly scary project that I was working on. And let's see, is this still kind of in the shot? Oh, sorry. Okay. Wrong direction. Always go the wrong direction. Here we go. Alrighty. Well, it looks much better. Feels much more sturdy. So once again, thank you for joining me on this. If you enjoyed this video, and I sure hope you did, please leave me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and I will say bye-bye for now.